Welcome to English with Songs, the place where your favorite tracks become your best teachers. We're turning the world's biggest hits into your personal English classroom. Grab your headphones and let's get the music started.
Hello, hello, hello. Are you feeling that rhythm? Are you ready to find your perfect lighting today? I hope so.
I'm definitely feeling it, Luis, though I think my lighting is always a bit better after my second cup of coffee.
Well, you look great today. Welcome to our session. You've tuned in because you want to level up your fluency, and today we have a very special treat for your ears.
We are diving into a track that feels like a warm summer breeze, even though we are currently sitting here on this beautiful April 10th, 2026.
That's right. Today we are analyzing American Girls by the one and only Harry Styles. It's a song full of vibe, observation, and some really cool idiomatic expressions that will make you sound like a native.
This isn't just about listening to a catchy tune, it's about understanding the how and why behind the words.
Exactly. So, get comfortable, grab your notebooks, and get ready for a deep dive. Welcome to English with Songs podcast.
I am your host, Louis, and as always, I am joined by the brilliant and sharp-witted Caroline.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited for this episode. Harry Styles has a way of using simple words to paint very specific pictures, and that is exactly what we are going to exploit for your learning today.
In this episode, we have a very clear roadmap. First, we're going to break down some podcast words that we will use throughout the show so you don't get lost.
Then we'll dive into the song words, the specific vocabulary Harry uses that you can actually use in your real life without sounding like you're reading poetry.
We will also look at the present perfect in action, discuss the nuances of time expressions like for ages, and practice some safer alternatives so you don't sound too informal in a work meeting.
And don't miss our problem segment where we show you how not to use these lyrics. Trust me, some of these mistakes are hilarious but very common.
Before we start, if you enjoy this podcast, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with a friend who is also on their English journey. Your support keeps us going.
Are we ready to find out why everyone is in love with American Girls?
I think we are. Let's do this. Let's go.
Louise, it feels like it's been a while. I mean, I know we saw each other yesterday, but as the song says, I've known you for ages.
It certainly feels that way when we are working on these scripts. But you're right. It's great to be back in the booth with you.
Same here. Now, before we get into Harry's world, we need to equip our listeners with some tools for this episode. Let's start with our podcast words.
Item number 1 is breakdown. In this podcast, we do a breakdown of the lyrics. It means to analyze something by dividing it into smaller parts.
Breakdown. Breakdown. The stress is on the first syllable. For example, let's do a breakdown of your monthly expenses.
Great example. Next up is nuance. A nuance is a very small difference in meaning, feeling, or sound.
Nuance. Nuance. 2 syllables, stress on the first. Example, to reach a C1 level, you need to understand the nuances of the language.
Third one is catchy. We use this for songs or phrases that are easy to remember and catch your attention.
Catchy. Catchy. Example, that new Harry Styles song is so catchy, I can't stop humming it.
And finally, takeaway. This is the main piece of information or a lesson that you learn from an experience or a conversation.
Takeaway. Takeaway. Example, the main takeaway from today's lesson is how to use the present perfect correctly.
Perfect. Now let's look at the words Harry uses in American Girls. These are essential for your daily English.
First, let's talk about ages. In the chorus, he says, I've known you for ages.
This just means a very long time. It's very common in spoken English. Example, I haven't seen my brother for ages. Registration, informal, neutral.
Second word, stages. He says, I've seen it in stages.
This refers to different periods or steps in a process. Example, we are developing the project in 3 stages. Registration, neutral, professional.
Third word, timing. Harry mentions perfect timing.
Timing is the choice or judgment of when something should happen. Example, his arrival had perfect timing. The party was just starting.
And the last one for this section, temptation. Your temptations.
This is the desire to do something, especially something wrong or unwise. Example, I couldn't resist the temptation to eat the whole cake.
Lewis, help me out here. Why are we analyzing this song? I mean, it's a great vibe, but what makes American Girls a good pedagogical tool for our listeners?
That's a great question, Caroline. Besides being a global hit by one of the biggest stars of 2026, this song is a masterclass in observation. Harry isn't just singing about girls. He's singing about an archetype.
An archetype? Like a standard or a model?
Exactly. From a linguistic perspective, the song uses the present perfect tense to talk about life experiences that are still relevant today. When he says, I've known you for ages, he is connecting the past to the present.
Oh, I see. So it's not just a story that ended, it's something that continues.
Precisely. Also, the phrase right at home is a beautiful idiom. It doesn't always mean you are literally in your house. It means feeling comfortable or belonging in a place.
So if I'm at a new job and I feel comfortable, can I say I feel right at home?
You nailed it. And then we have a face that knows her perfect lighting. This is so relevant in the age of social media. It implies self-awareness and confidence.
In a professional context, you might not talk about lighting, but you could talk about presenting your best self or knowing your strengths.
Exactly. The song also repeats all over the world. This is a great phrase for B1 students to practice hyperbole, exaggerating to make a point. If you say, I've looked all over the world for these shoes, it just means you looked everywhere.
Okay, Lewis, here is where things get tricky. I can imagine our listeners going into a business meeting on Monday and saying, I've seen this project in stages all over the world, and I've known my boss for ages.
Stop. That's exactly the problem. Using song lyrics literally in the wrong context can make you sound, well, a bit dramatic or even unprofessional.
Let's look at scenario A. Imagine you are in a formal interview. The interviewer asks, how long have you worked in marketing? And you say, oh, I've known marketing for ages.
Ouch. That sounds way too casual. For ages is great for friends, but in an interview, it sounds like you lack precision. They want to hear 10 years or a decade.
What about scenario B? You meet a new client for the second time and you say, I've known you for ages.
That's even worse. That's a false intimacy error. If you say that to someone you barely know, it feels creepy or sarcastic. Harry uses it because he's talking about a deep, long-term observation. If you use it with a stranger, they might call security.
So the pain point here for the student is register. They learn a phrase like perfect timing and think they can use it everywhere, but they might miss the nuance, there's that word again, of the social situation.
Exactly. Songs are often hype or poetic. Real life is often neutral or polite.
Okay, Luis, let's fix this. Give us the safe swaps. If for ages is too informal for work, what should we say?
Good point. Let's do a level up breakdown. Duration of time. Song style. I've known you for ages. Neutral. We've known each other for a long time. Polite/professional. We have a long-standing professional relationship.
I like that, long-standing, very classy. Now, let's talk about that grammar, the present perfect. I have seen, I have known.
The structure is subject plus have or has plus past participle. Harry says, I've seen it. I have seen. We use this for things that happened at an unspecified time in the past.
Let's practice the pronunciation. Native speakers almost always use contractions. It's not I have seen, it's I've seen.
Let's do some micro role plays to see this in action. Scenario 1. At a social event. Casual.
Hey, Luis, is that your new car?
Yeah, I've had it for a few weeks.
It's beautiful. Perfect timing for the road trip.
Use I've had, present perfect, because he still has the car.
Scenario 2. In a business meeting. Neutral/polite.
Caroline, have you reviewed the proposal for the American branch?
Yes, I've looked at it in stages over the last week. It looks solid.
Great. Let's ensure the timing of the launch is correct.
Using in stages here is perfect for a professional project update.
Scenario 3. Meeting an old friend. Hype. Caroline, is that you? I haven't seen you since the 2024 conference.
Luis, oh my God, I've known you for ages. How have you been?
I've been great. You look like you're right at home in this city. Here, for ages and right at home are perfectly natural because they have a personal history.
Those were great. Now, a quick pronunciation tip. In the chorus, Harry sings all over the world. Notice the linking. We don't say all over the world. We We say all over the world.
Exactly. The L in all moves to the O in over, all over. Try that home.
And watch the stress in American. It's American, not American. The stress is on the second syllable.
American. Perfect.
Wow, what an episode. I feel like I've known this song for ages now, and we only started 20 minutes ago.
That's the power of a good breakdown. Let's recap the 5 key takeaways for our listeners. 1. For ages is a great informal way to say a long time, but avoid it in formal interviews. 2. In stages is a professional and clear way to describe a process or a project. 3. Right at home describes feeling comfortable in belonging, not just your physical house. 4. Present perfect, I've known, I've seen, connects your past experiences to your present moment. 5. Linking is key. All over sounds like all over.
My advice for you today, go listen to the song right now. Try to spot the present perfect sentences and sing along focusing on that linking we practiced.
And if you are an American girl or an American boy, or from anywhere else in the world, let us know in the comments. Tell us which song you want us to break down next.
We love reading your suggestions. It helps us find that perfect lighting for our next episodes.
Don't spend your life waiting to learn English. Start today. Thank you for joining us on English with Songs.
See you all in the next stage. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.